Okay, I had to stop and get some donuts because Tom, with his van, it's a two-wheel drive, is real grouchy about driving down this steep hill with all the snow and ice. So he's at the bottom of the hill, but I got to persuade him to hang around a little while before the snowplows show up. So hopefully some donuts will calm him down and he'll get the fireplace going amongst other things. So let's go check on Tom and see what kind of mood he's in. Not one box, but two. So let's see how this goes. There's Cassie. Cassie, ready for a donut to get your day started? Sure. All right. I'm a big fan of these supersized apple fritters. If you hadn't had a meal.
It's big.
Yeah, is that too grande?
Too grande.
Oh, well, you can always, they're nice and warm still, I think. Oh yeah, you need a napkin. Yeah, for sure. All right. There's one happy customer. So let's see what kind of progress is going on with the fireplace. Today's the big day. We're putting on the supersized mantle. Tom? Yoo-hoo! Tom, are you downstairs? Where is he? He's like Eugenio. I can never find the guy. Oh, I hear him. He's back here. I'm gonna see what kind of a mood you're in. I brought donuts. Oh, they're smiling. They're smiling.
How's it going, Adam?
What do you got here?
Oh, we're doing mirrors. I was going to go over this with
Do you have to build them?
Rory. Yeah, I just found that out.
Oh, Lisa told you. Here, take some of these. I got the supersized apple fritters, size of manhole covers, so they're there for you to.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got a bobcat coming to plow the driveway. So we'll get you out one way or the other.
What I'd like to know is why these things aren't stuck up higher when you got a 10-foot ceiling. Because her light fixtures are sticking down to about here.
Whoa.
Now I'm at 73 inches up.
But let me ask Lisa, why can't we just put the light fixture in the mirror? That always looks better if you ask me.
Find out from her. I got a guy ready to do it.
Call
She
her.
said she sent me this information email. I don't do email unless someone tells me they sent me some
Yeah, you and me both. I know.
You let me know.
Tom likes to text and talk.
No, I don't like to do any of this. I like to work.
Oh, okay.
I like to work.
You should. You do a lot of texting for
I
not.
struggle for getting answers. That's the
Oh,
problem.
that's what it is. Well, your long text, it kind of keeps me from wanting to answer them because I can't read that well.
All the information that you need to have is in my text.
Yeah.
And if there's
Can you
three
get?
questions,
I
then
need
answers.
less text. Short cliff notes. Say I need an answer on the
Okay.
mirror.
What I'll do then is I'll text you, call me, and then we can talk.
Perfect. Now he gets it. All right.
All right.
All right, Lisa. I'm calling the boss.
You know what Joe used to do? He used to stick the wires up in the wall. You need
Yeah.
to tell this to Alan. Stick the wires there. He pulls them out after the fact.
And then they cut the box in.
We do what we want to do, and then he puts the box wherever he needs it.
Right.
Which is the way it needs to be done because there are so many times where that's in the wrong spot.
I'm telling you, that mirror's gonna look really stupid.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
short.
It is. Can
You
do
have
me.
reached Lisa.
Let me take a picture of it and send her. So if I take a picture and show her. Yeah, look at those. There's apple
my
fritters.
goodness.
Aren't those huge? Have you had those before?
Not those.
Yeah.
Usually I eat like 1/2.
All right, so I sent Lisa, the interior designer, on my phone. I was able to go on my phone and draw the yellow line is what I'd like to see. Right now, the blue line is what she is suggesting, which means that black dot is the light fixture. I personally think the light will look better in the mirror versus above the mirror. So let's see if I win this conversation. So we're waiting for her to call me back.
Just make sure when you make it taller that it proportionate makes sense. Like, get it above the light enough so that you can see some mirror.
Yeah.
So the frame's not just right on top of
Okay.
the light.
Got it. All right.
And then do the same in the other bathroom because they
Make them
think
all
they're-
taller. Yeah, they're all
both-
the same.
He's only building frames in 3 bathrooms.
Okay, and I'll make sure all of them are big and the light's in the mirror.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good night.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
I told you Andrew would win on this one. Okay, let me go mark that out for Tom. Brad was here. Perfect. Okay, all right, let's go upstairs and start meeting with Tom on this fireplace mantle and see how that's coming along. All right, so you can see Tom started working on the fireplace mantle. He's cut this at a 45, and we're gonna use this as the return leg. Here's the big mantle right here. It's already been sized and cut, so he went and got these steel plate brackets, bolted these on, screwed them on, I should say. Because this will stick out from the wall, we'll show you how he installs it. This will all get covered with the brick that goes on, or the stone, I should say. So in a little bit, get some guys, we're gonna pick this up, and we've got these big, huge, heavy-duty brackets screwed into the wall, which the mantle will sit on. Make sure it's nice and level. and then they will screw this to the wall. So here's how it all is gonna go down. Okay, here's the heavy lifting. All right, so just get it up there, then you guys will slide it, make sure it's level or straight. That's Macy's outlet that we gotta make sure it gets up through here, huh? Oh, I see, you had a... These guys make it look easy. That thing is heavier than it looks. No arguments, right, Big Mike? So you can see where Tom went through and marked with the 2x4s, so we know there's plenty of backing, but these are all being screwed into the framing to hold. So you can see he did a few pilot holes here to try to find the 2x4. So this is a great way to do it. And once this is all set up and done, then they'll remove this bracket and then they'll start working. They'll probably flip this around and then we'll work to hang the returns. Our goal is to make this look as nice and neat as possible. So now they're gonna start cutting, taking all these off now. So then, Tom, what do you have to do? Now you're just gonna cut the ends of these logs off. That looks really nice. I'm excited to see all this go on and how this edge finishes up because we have no room for forgiveness. We get the minimum amount of wood. We have a little bit left over, but so Tom will cut that other one at a 45 and it'll butt up against the wall. And this thing will look good and the stone guys will be right back to finishing up.
Brad, don't kill yourself. No, a damn thing's too good.
Just roll it over. I don't really know how to move it. 1, 2,
Lift with your legs.
there we go.
Watch your feet.
Now, I was just taller.
I won't trust these horses to stay back.
I thought I felt something poking me. These nails. Need a tetanus shot in my groin now. I see. This would be the face, and this is the top.
You said leave the nails, beat them in, or pull them out, one or the other.
Yeah, we'll pull them out. If you can't pull them out, leave them in. That's kind of, that's character.
Well, I don't know.
So if they don't, that's okay. That's just part of the wood.
If they don't, they're gonna break when we try to pull them out.
That's right. Okay, so.
I'm gonna step it back a couple inches from the front.
Yeah, the
And I'll tilt it maybe 2 inches back.
Okay, so it's coming out at an angle. Looks like it's holding up the fireplace. Put the same brackets on you did upstairs to hold that? Okay. And then you're gonna cut the corners because we're cutting this beam and you're gonna
I'll miter the ends and return it back to the wall.
So we have, the idea there is that we have finished ends. So we got this beautiful old piece of timber and we wanna make sure the ends look like the face of this. So that's where Tom's gonna work his magic.
These 3 sides are aged. This is the front, top, this is the back.
You got a plan?
Right.
All right, and then it's on the wall, so I'll be back to check on that. Get around this thing. Is your Brian down?
Yep.
All right. The animal.
Hey.
All right. Okay, let's hope you don't have to move that too many more times.
I knew we could put you to work.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of heavy lifting. Just don't do it. We're gonna do it all day long. I'm gonna go upstairs and talk to the stone guys, see how they're going. I'll get out of your way. I'm gonna show you guys when FLAIR decided to go with the see-through fireplace, which is fine. What it did, it replaced a second fireplace. There was supposed to be an outdoor fireplace that butts up against this wall and then an indoor fireplace. So when they did the see-through, it just went down to one fireplace. So now that's inside the house. So it created a little bit of a problem for me outside because I have this concrete slab right here. We poured this slab out here to allow the fireplace to sit on. But now it's creating a little bit of a problem since there's no fireplace to sit on it. Here's the height of it. Here's my floor outside. So that would be sticking out of the ground just a couple of inches and you'd be tripping on it. The way to solve that problem is that I had the guys come out, put these blocks down, I built it up. Now we will have a hearth. So there'll be stone on top. You'll be able to sit on here out by the fireplace. So that's why you gotta be flexible in construction. This was a problem and it would have looked really dumb having 2 inches of concrete sticking up above the patio. but now took a lemon and made lemonade out of it. So this is actually going to look really nice when it's all done. All right, I had to make a pit stop here at Baumgart's. It's a little like a Tractor Supply type place. The weather, as nice as it is outside, it's sunny and about 43 tomorrow, expecting about 5 to 8 inches of snow. I have to tarp all the lumber that's been delivered to the job site so that we can just pull all the snow off of it and the guys can start working hopefully the next day. So let's go buy a whole bunch of tarps. Gotta make sure I got enough money to buy these tarps. So look at these babies, 1,750 bucks. Wow. The one I put in my man cave, free. I like the price of that, but here's the one I tried to buy. Hi there. Where would your tarps be? Oh, right in there, okay. Ooh, we're gonna need one of these in about 12 hours. I don't have one that big, but I do have a little one, and that's what made it not snow last year. I bought a snow blower, and it never snowed. Okay, I need a 20 by 20, something close to that. Boy, a lot of decisions. Look at these things. Do I go the cheap route for a one-timer? There's no size on this. Oh, 20 by 30, 30 by 50. I needed that for my big, the trusses. I don't want to spend $100. Okay, maybe, how about a 20 by 40? That will work. I should have got a cart. I got to buy 5. Okay, there's one. Oh, Flair will like this one. It's camouflage. If I get this, I can reuse it for my my mini deer blind. That'll work out good. So I'll get that one for Flair's. So that's Flair's, and I need 1, 2, 3 more. See, the trick is if you don't get a shopping cart, you can't buy a whole bunch of stuff. That's my problem. If I have a shopping cart, I fill it on the way out. So my hands are full. I'm done shopping. Yep. All right, let's go check out. I like that hat. Harry Potter's grandpa. I never know. This is good for moisturizer. I don't know what that was. I shouldn't have probably done that. I picked the short line, and now this lady's going through every receipt that she has for the last 10 years. I'm gonna have to try to pick up all my stuff and move over a lane. All right, now we got back to the job site and cover up all the lumber and get ready for our snowstorm. All right, I had to pull over because Tom, my trimmer, likes to text me. I asked him a simple question about a backsplash, and look at the text he sends me. So it's still going, then I think I replied real short, and then he kept going. So this guy texts me more than I talk to my wife. So I need to have a conversation with Tom to either call me or please abbreviate your text because I still don't read these things. Too much going on. So I have my new truck where I can just ask Siri to read my text, and she said, I can't read this text. It's over the 1,000-word limit. So go figure. Okay, now I'm back at my job site. I'm gonna be putting tarps on these big floor trusses because I don't want snow getting on them. So hopefully once the snow clears, we can pull the tarp off. We got lumber that's not been frozen, and we'll be able to keep working. So here's one of about 4 different tarps I gotta put down. What size? Oh, I had that going the wrong way. Turn it again. There we go. Now we're cooking. I don't know if that's gonna hold. Jeez. About pulled a growing sliding through the mud. Oh, man. These 3 things and we're out of here. Let's just hope we don't get the weather that they're talking like. I'd rather be a little safe than sorry because I need Alex to get started. I need no excuses because the lumber's full of snow. So. Okay, that wasn't much fun, but hopefully it pays off. We had a winter storm yesterday, and thank goodness we didn't get as much snow as they predicted. But I'm here to check out to see if my tarp, how they held up in the wind and the snow. So let me hop out and show you guys. Looks pretty good from here. So let's go do a quick walk around. All right, let's see. We only got about, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches of snow, but it was kind of ice and sleet. Good thing it looks like it held up pretty good. The snow dusts right off, but if it was ice and sleet, then these guys wouldn't be able to work with it, and it doesn't look like there's any signs of warmer weather coming. So check this out. It looks like it did its job. All good. This calls for celebration. Now we need to get the guys out here to go to work, so I think I gotta plow the roads, give Chad the dirt guy a call, and he'll help me out. So more phone calls to make to keep the guys working. All right, I'm gonna go inside and talk to Tom and see what kind of issues and how things are going. He should be finishing up this fireplace. Tom, how's it going? You about ready to mount that thing? You're just smiling. Why? Is that a smile?
Because if I don't smile, it'll be a frown.
You'll be crying?
It'll be a grumpy.
Oh no, what happened?
Nothing.
Oh, it's just not going as fast. Oh, you're gonna start cutting?
No, I got that end cut. I got to cut it a ½ inch long and then see if it fits.
Oh.
I can't cut it dead on because I have no
Board stretcher. We have a
Well,
board.
if I cut it wrong and
Yeah.
I cut it exact length, I'm screwed if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not right. Bring the horse this direction, put it on the other side of my cut. There we go.
I bet that's 25, 30 pounds.
25 times 16, that's a 400-pound log.
Yeah, 400 pounds. That's what we figured.
250 on the front.
That would, you put that in a fireplace, it's gonna burn for, look how tight the rings are. I don't have all day. Look at that.
Be about 30 years old to
Wow, I bet it's way out there more than that. Yeah, once they've been cut, they still keep aging, Tom?
That's right.
I guess that's
Time
true.
doesn't stop unless you're
This
Brad.
came from a building from the 1800s. It continues to live in FLAIR'S fireplace. So
All right.
let's
Now-
see, now the real test. So if we cut a little corner off, this thing's gotta weigh, that's 50, 60 pounds all day long.
Know where to hold it. Right? Head muscles. Oh, you're showing me up. I got this.
We're just doing a test run.
Yeah, it's got to go. You got to go a ½ inch higher, Brad.
I'm only so tall,
Well,
Tom.
you know what?
Here,
The easy way.
right there.
Okay.
There's an easy way? Now you tell me.
What I should have done, put some kickers under it so I could rest it. I just can't. I can't tell just by holding it for
All right, let's do the
2
kicker.
seconds. The miter's not correct already. I can tell that. But
Yeah.
in order to get an exact figure, I got
How are you
to
gonna mount the kickers? On this side or go from the floor?
kick her. 57, and then look at that. That's 57 there too.
All right, I'm gonna check on the stone guy real quick downstairs. I'll be right back. I hear Cassie out here grinding stone, so let's see how the outdoor fireplace is coming. Hey, Cassie, oh, I see, we got the Durock going. That's some of the concerns. All right, so because this thing burns so hot, you have to, by code, well, for the remanufacturer's requirement, we have to put this fire-resistant, it's actually a Durock concrete board around the firebox. Cassie's come in, cut the drywall out, and replaced it with this concrete board. When this thing turns on, it radiates so much heat that drywall is not fire rated enough to protect itself. So we're doing this on all the fireplaces. Let's go see how the outside one's looking. Oh, sorry. No, you're good. You're working. It's just dusty. Oh, look at this. So we're all enclosed. So Kasi has prepped everything. It looks like stucco. And he puts a concrete mortar base on the entire wall, and then he'll be ready tomorrow to start putting the stone on. And remember, the block down here, that will get stone on that as well. And then we have these big solid caps. It's gonna be one big slab that will sit down on top of this fireplace. We don't want the joint, since it's outside, it's just another chance for water to get in. So we're using one big solid slab for a hearth, and that thing is gonna look awesome when it's all done. Flair doesn't even know about that.
Okay, I would like to be able to cut it dead on. The problem is, I don't know what dead on is, so I'm just gonna take the bare minimum off. I can always, if it fits good and it's long, I can leave it go and take more off on that end.
We're more concerned about how this fits together.
Correct.
This we can keep cutting off.
Right. To scribe, I run this edge along the existing mantle, and it transposes that same angle, the same space all the way down on the the second piece.
Okay.
It's flush here and sticking up a quarter over there, so I have to adjust my scribe as I go.
So the sharp edge your anchor, and then the pencil follows it.
Yes. Now don't move it because you've got to do the same thing to the bottom.
This one here, you just can't sand and paint. You got one shot at it. So now you got to cut this jagged edge with what, that Sawzall, or what do you use?
No, with the skill saw again.
Oh, okay.
Hold it 1 minute.
I'm not moving, not even hardly breathing. Set it down.
However you can get it on there. Like this.
So did you guys see this little scribe? So Tom's got to, you're not going to go zigzaggy, but
No,
you're going
I'm
to go
gonna
as
get it
straight as possible?
correct.
Okay.
And then we're just going to take some old sawdust, put it in the crack.
I was buying that. You had me. You had me at sawdust and crack.
So I just continue that line, set it up on front. Now we got to roll it, Brad, so I can get to the other side.
Look at this, brains and brawn. I'm learning just like you guys. See, right now it's level, but that gap right there, that plumb, is what Tom has to make up. That's why it's not going to be a straight cut. When he does this, you'll look down, he's going to basically starting at the bottom and it gets wider at the top. It will fit. That's why he scribed it. If he cut it perfectly square, there would be a big gap when we're all done here, and then we have to throw this thing away and start over. Okay, 2 sides cut, 2 more to go, and then the big fancy Sawzall. Why is the Sawzall a smoother cut than the skill saw? I mean, why would you not finish all the way through with the skill saw?
This cut is already made. If I run that blade through, it goes down about 2 1/4, 2.5
I
inches.
see.
It could blow this edge out.
I gotcha.
I just want to keep this as clean as possible.
I'm with you.
on the
Okay.
face. Get it out, basically get it out as close to me and get close to my work as possible. What's the matter, Brad?
Would you say this is a nice soft pine wood? This stuff is like a rock.
Might be yellow pine.
I think it is.
Don't hit the very point out here.
Those things are not easy to cut with because the blade wants to wander on
Yeah.
you.
I'm gonna do something that's probably not supposed to do, but quick, easy way of fixing the problem.
It's a lot of work that goes into getting this to turn back. That's why downstairs I went easy on it. Just started short. I didn't make you return it. But you still have to return it, don't you?
Yeah,
'Cause
well, those
the
open
open ends
returns are easy compared to this.
compared to this supersized, the world's largest fireplace mantle. Get up a little higher.
Just don't hurt yourself.
No, it's just easier. My fingers, hold on my arm. Are you moving it off?
It's got to come down on this end.
Okay. So to get this to go back, Tom's gonna cut the back, this whole end over here, that much off, and this thing will just slide right back and should even up perfect. So you put tape on here for 2 reasons.
Yeah.
To mark a line and to keep the wood from chipping. I mean, this reclaimed wood, it sounds,
But it's harder to
challenging.
do. It's-
It is a lot harder to do because you have raw wood and an unlimited supply of materials. You can make mistakes. Here, you've got one big timber and it's gotta be right the very first time. So taking little, small, precise steps, making sure it fits, and this should be our last cut, we're hoping, right?
Yeah, and not only that, but the size of this thing could vary from that end to this end to 1/4 inch. Same way this way. This plank right here is twisted. Tilted down a fuzz there and just up a fuzz over there. We have to split the difference, and You gotta take all those things into account. It's not square this way. If I put a square on here, it's not square. That's why
Yeah.
it's just that much more difficult
Yeah.
to get the corners to meet.
I get it. So it looks square to you and I, everybody, but when you put down here with Tom works with like a 1/16 of an inch, it's off quite a bit from one end to the other. So he's got to make it look like it's perfectly square. And that's why he's making all these weird cuts and angles. It will look perfectly square when it's done, but we're dealing with something that's not. Pretty fancy.
They're
That's a
harder.
pretty fancy You know where I thought you would take this, Tom? Stick it right in here, crank your nose. You didn't even measure that. You just kind of eyeballed it because you...
Yeah, well, I know I need a small 1/4 inch. I want to make sure I take plenty off. I don't want to make it too short because
Then you're stuck with the
it's
little
hard.
hair.
Yeah, it's
coming
hard taking very
Okay,
small.
so in this case, you want to be just a little bit proud versus short because it's too hard to take little tiny pieces off.
And if there's a very small gap on the far end, Flair won't see it.
It's a little dusty.
Look at that corner.
Wow. You guys see that? Look how nice that is. Beautiful. Tom,
That's about
That's-
about as good as it's.
that is really, that's awesome. I don't know if you guys, hope you appreciated that. That was really fun to watch what Tom does to make this happen. Guess what? He still got to do the other side. Ah.
That's the side that's going to be seen the most. I wanted to practice on the back side so that I've got a little experience before I do the other side.
I would say you passed the experience test. This is beautiful. This is not a perfectly piece of wood, but it fits up really nice here at the end. So nicely done, Tom. I know FLAIR'S are going to love this thing. I want one in my house, Tom. Rest up. I want one of these. It's a little bit like FLAIR. It's whatever the wife wants, but I think these are cool. Are you going to?
Well, I still have to get the plates on the back of it yet.
So we're taking it off
See
again?
this?
Oh,
I need
yeah.
2 of these, one here
Oh,
and one back here. I have to mount those.
Yeah, it would not look good if you left these 2x4s in place holding it up. Since
yeah.
I've been doing all the lifting, I'll carry it out again one more time.
Very good.
Delicate little baby. So these little boogers are gonna go right on. Split the difference.
So,
Okay, so that's what it looks like on the back side. And then when it's all done, that's what it's gonna look like. You have one hanging down below and one up on top. So 2 should be enough to hold this.
since there's not a lot of weight on this one compared to that front one, we'll just do less screws.
There were no strings. That was all the real deal. No magic. 14. Hey, thanks again for watching today's episode. I always love to hear from you guys. I have merchandise, these hats, I got some shirts, and I really need you to subscribe. That helps me a whole bunch. And I always love to hear your comments, and I respond to everyone myself. So please reach out to me. That's a highlight of my day, knowing that you guys are enjoying these things. So I'll see you guys at the next job site.